My name is Wyatt Miller, and this little guy on my lap is Rooney. We're here to talk to you about a very important cause, a cause that can help change the lives of millions. 5 years ago, my family and I were in Seattle for lunch. My father, a very hardworking man, had just received a huge promotion, and we were celebrating. It was a wet February day, and it was pouring. We had just finished lunch, and we were heading for our car, shielding ourselves from the downpour, when I heard a faint noise. A whimper. I slowed down to inspect the alleyway it came from. I couldn't believe my eyes. There, against the cold, hard wall, was a puppy. When it saw me, it didn't even lift its head. It just slowly looked back down, like it was scared. While it shivered, you could see its frail little ribs sticking through its soaked and matted fur. Left for dead, that little puppy was helpless, scared, and confused. That helpless, scared, confused little puppy was Rooney. After rescuing him, I did some research. I couldn't bear the thought that there might be more mistreated dogs out there. Scared dogs, confused dogs, helpless dogs. How could I? After seeing it firsthand, the results of my research were not comforting, to say the least. In 2007, there were 2,000 reports of dog abuse, and those are only the reported. There are thousands more helpless dogs out there, getting beaten and abused at this very moment. Please take a second to think about these poor animals. They don't understand why they are being treated this way. They don't understand why their owners starve them for days on end. They don't understand why their owners won't let them into the house when it is pouring rain. All they want is affection, but hatred and torture is all they receive. In many cases, these poor dogs are just the helpless subjects of unrelated frustration and anger. No animal, no matter how vicious, deserves to be a punching bag. The only offense these animals have committed was being born. And from their births, they've been treated like garbage, like inanimate objects. To their owners, their existence is nothing. Their only choice is to endure. These dogs have received the cold shoulder from society for too long. It has to stop. Luckily, there are more people out there that care. These caring people have one mission, and it is simple. Save the dogs, care for them, and give them homes. NORMD, the National Organization for the Rehabilitation of Mistreated Dogs, is a truly life-changing organization. Since their creation in 2008, they have saved over 4,000 dogs from euthanization and found them all secure and loving homes. Something most people don't realize is the fact that many dogs that get saved are actually not saved at all. A dog can only be held at a shelter for so long. Eventually, if a dog is not adopted, then the shelter will run out of food for it, and they will be forced to euthanize the animal. NORMD takes unadopted dogs off of the shelter's hands and cares for them until they have found a home. However, since NORMD is a non-profit, volunteer-based organization, they cannot feed the dogs forever. They get all of their funding from fundraisers and donations. Every single dollar that this organization receives goes directly into saving the life of a helpless animal, an animal that has been wronged its whole life. Despair is trying desperately to crawl back into these animals' lives, but NORMD is doing everything they can to keep it at bay. If this organization loses its funding, thousands of dogs will continue to die. Please, people like you and I only have so many chances to make a real difference. This is a golden opportunity, an opportunity to save a life. Just $2 will feed an animal for another month. Please, expunge the money from your wallets and the despair from these poor animals' lives. Send NORMD money and these dogs to a better life.
From this dark, cold,